Namaste, great morning everyone. Well, here we are today, Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. I think this morning I will do something of more depth. Please, people, don't waste my talents and things on coming and asking for me to do readings on gossip column things that you can tune into and watch on TV. It's really, you're going to waste my lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of practice to get to this point to answer a gossip column question. Save me. Please, please, please. Again, I'd prefer if people would come and ask more in-depth questions rather than gossip column type of things. If a married man is in love with his co-star, oh my God, please answer this. This is the world is not going to revolve around this guy and his escapades, okay, and nonsense. So please, can we keep it a little higher than that? Is this all the further this planet has gotten to, is gossip columns? Anyway, so I thought I would do, yes, I know this is not up to the realm of gossip columns, but I thought I would do a reading on what does it take to hold the light for this planet. What does it take to hold the light for this planet? Okay. So let's do a reading on that, okay? And see if the tarot will actually answer what it takes to hold the light in place for this planet. I can tell you it takes a lot of energy, and it takes remaining in that consciousness of Turiya Theta, which is beyond mind. Okay. It takes remaining in balance all the time. But let's see what the cards have to say on that. I can give you a quick overview of what it takes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, child. What is being birthed? Again, the things, and people want to think that this, this big shift is happening now. It's in its infancy. Okay? Size. People want it to happen rapidly. It's going to take time. Okay? There are more people coming to realization that are here to hold the energy in place for others to go forward. Okay? But again, it's going to take time. Lover. Okay? Yes, those that are here that have attained to realization only want the best for the planet and humanity. Okay? We want to see you progress, to open your hearts so that you can go forward and come out of suffering. This suffering that people have been in, this planetary suffering which is going on, are by their own design, by their own ignorance. And people do not have to be there. Okay? So let's go forward and see what else it says. Let's get a little more clarification on this. Okay? Yes, I know this reading is not up there with gossip columns. But forgive me, I'm not a gossip column person. Anyway. So what does it take to hold the light for this planet? Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, what we have here is, there she is with the swords, with all the thoughts. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be overturned. So it has to come to a place not of this, which is haughtiness, which is humble. Okay? Knowing the way out of that haughty, that egotistical frame, which is there. This is the one of ego, surrounded with all their ideas, and look at me. That has to be overturned. That identification as a me-ism, that it's all about me and my world, okay? That is overturned. See what's next. Okay, it's having that energy, that strength to go forward, to give those blessings, that wisdom, that knowledge. Okay. Okay, of what is going to benefit humanity. Okay, the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, that energy to hold in place what is beneficial. Okay, let's go forward and see what else we have here. Star, the grandfathers. It takes that deep wisdom that comes from lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of dedicated practice. How to reach the star, how to bring that light, okay? How to hold that light for this planet. Okay. So I love this in the grandfathers. It's got the ghost there. It's, you know, it's like I said, lifetimes. It's not only this lifetime of wisdom you have to have. You have to bring lifetimes of wisdom in order to aid humanity. Okay, what does it take to hold the light for this planet? Okay. Being willing to aid others, you have to be the beginning and the end of the path. You have to be the beginning and the end of the path. If you are a genuine light worker, light holder, okay? If you're the real deal has to be able to start the path and end the path. They have to know the path from start to end. It's not for people that want to say they're light workers and they've taken a Reiki class and now I'm a light worker. Please, it's like the proverbial physician, heal thyself. First, you have to come to a place of genuine knowledge, genuine standing, being nibbana, blown out, being blown out. If there's something there sticking, how can you be a conduit for the universe if you're not an empty flute where the music can be played through? Okay? Let's get some understanding today. Let's get a little understanding of what it actually takes to be holding the light of this planet. What does it take to be a master? What does it take to be a light holder? Okay. Leadership. You have to be crystalline. That's why it's got the crystal. Crystalline's clear. Diamond mind. Okay? without occlusions, without things that are going to hinder what you see. Again, the mind has to be still, so you are entering direct consciousness, not the mind spin of humanity. Okay? If you want the false gurus, they prey on humanity, what's popular in the moment that ego wants to hear. But that's not true leadership. Okay? So let's continue forward to see what it takes to hold the light for this planet. Okay? People think it's all fun and games. It's not easy. You go through a lot to hold the light for the planet. There are a lot of challenges in place, and that have to have that strength to be able to stand through it. I'm jumping out. Reflection is jumping out. Okay. Okay. Abundance. Again, one has to have already attained and have an overflowing abundance of wisdom to give out. You have to have something to give out. What do you have to give out if you're still in the midst of the journey and seeking yourself? One has to come to a place of completion and abundance where you can give out. Okay? Let's continue forward. What does it take to hold the light for this planet? This is Light Mastery 101. What it takes to hold the light for the planet. Okay? This is beyond the kindergarten stuff, okay? Unfortunately, most of the things I see in the New Age community, they're still in kindergarten. Still in the kindergarten things. So what does it take to be a master and light, holding the light for the planet? Commencement. Okay? Aries, commencement, the start. You have to have that wherewithal, leadership ability to put this into motion, to hold that center. Okay? You have to have that energy also to be able to do that. Okay? It's not through wishful thinking that it happens. Okay? It doesn't happen that way. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? What does it take to be a master light holder for the planet? Vigilance, owl, deep seeing. One has had to do the journey through the dark, through all the perils, to come out the other side and be vigilant. Just like when I started, I was one of the first gurus to work over the internet to give this to humanity. Do you know how much ignorance comes against you, and how difficult it is to hold that line, to break through? Okay? But you have to be, if you're going to be a light holder for the planet, you have to be vigilant. Always keep everything in clarity. Okay? Continue to have clear seeing and hold that energy. Let's go forward and see what else it takes to hold the energy and the light for the planet. What does it take to be a genuine light bearer, a genuine master, a genuine one that holds in place the light for this planet so others may progress? Okay? Joyous, happiness, delight, open communication, open communication, being willing to give out for humanity, to give that wisdom. And I like the card that has this because what it has is the lotus. The lotus, you start out in the mud, okay? Everyone starts out in the mud. And you have to tend it and let it grow until it breaks through the surface till you see this beautiful flowering. But everyone has to start out in the mud on their journeys, okay? And they have to continue to go upward till they break surface and that flowering starts to take place, okay? So again, and once that flowering happens, one makes a deal with the universe that they will give back whatever knowledge they have gained along the way. For gurus, light workers, genuine light workers, genuine masters, this is a commitment that has been put into place long ago. Okay, long ago. It's not something one wakes up and says, I think I'll be a master today. Okay? To reach that status, one has to really put the work in. Okay, financial and material changes. Okay, there will be a lot of ups and downs on the journey, okay? And one has to understand it's not all about material gain. It's not all about material gain, okay? Simply not. One has to understand, yes, things will happen along the way. But people should be understanding that there needs to be something also given back. There needs to be a give and take, okay? Needs to be a give and take, a flow to keep things in alignment, to keep them going forward, okay? Yes, spiritual masters that are holding energy for the planet, that are doing all we can for humanity. We're not going to be charging for big courses, but we also have to live. Okay, let me give this reality. There is not a money tree outside our front door where we can go pick money from. We also have to pay our bills and also have to do these things. And it takes a lot of energy, time to be holding the light for the planet, okay? So again, you go through a lot of financial and material changes along the way. Not easy, okay? Not easy. Let's continue forward. Continuing forward, what does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay. Moving on. Okay. One has to continue to move forward and also being able to move people forward, to give them updated information all the time, to keep things in motion, okay? It can't become stagnant. It can't become stagnant. It's got to be fluid. It's got to be fluid. There's got to be that connection with that ocean of consciousness, okay? What does it take to be holding the light for the planet? What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay. Let's see what we have here. Transformation. You actually have to be able to give away to transform people. You have to be able to awaken Kundalini, to aid others to keep it in balance, to help them to move forward. Okay? It's not an easy path. It's not for everyone. Everyone on the planet is not ready for that transformation to take place. But in order for any transformation to happen, you have to have light, genuine light workers, light masters that are here to hold this energy on the planet and to aid people in their transformation. Okay? Not only, and this goes along with, you has to be personal transformation and planetary transformation. All of these things are connected. Again, this is why there is so much of a shakeup happening now, to show you, this is just to show you where the planet is stuck. It's stuck in an overabundance of male energy. Okay? That needs to be backed out of. It needs to severely come into balance. Okay? It's not about just strength. I'm going out there, and pushing my way through and doing it from ego. It needs to be balanced with spirit. Okay? It's an overabundance of materialism. It is not balanced with spirit. Sacredness, sacredness, sacredness. Okay? It needs to come to balance. Let's continue forward. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay. The hermit. Okay. One that is a genuine master light holder is a hermit. Okay, you don't have time for relationships, etc. Okay, we've walked the path alone, we have done the work alone, we remain alone. That consciousness remains in that still point, 0 point balance. And we aid others to understand what it is to do the internal path. The hermit is also the internal path wherever you are, the path of the mystic. It must be done where you are at, and you are the only one that can walk it. You cannot walk it with a group. This is not a group effort. Okay? The path to liberation, moksha, freedom, is an internal solitary path. The only one that lives in your temple is yourself. Nobody else lives there with you. So it is a solitary journey through consciousness that one makes. Yes, you have alliances along the way. Okay? Everyone was working towards a general goal. But the path to liberation, moksha, freedom within yourself must be done by yourself alone. Okay? Let's see what it takes to be a holding the light for the planet. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? The light and the energy. King of Cups. Okay. Now in this one, instead of being here, and doing it in a wrong way with a net to catch, you have to offer the teachings. Okay? Offer the teachings. This one has to be overturned. Okay? That you can't have a mask covering consciousness. Let me show you this card. Okay? You see he's got a mask on his head? That has to be overturned. You cannot have a mask covering consciousness. That needs to be clear. And it's not about a net of catching people unawares. It's kind of like Christ said, well, in a way you have a net. I'm a fisher of men. Okay? One becomes a fisher of men. Okay? But again, you can't have a mask covering the consciousness. That has to be clear. There has to be that communication to hold the energy for the planet. Okay? You have to have been able to master the emotions, master that part of the journey. One has to have already mastered that. Okay? Like he's sitting there like in contemplation, one has to understand what is humanity ripe for, ready for, and how to give that out, what to give to them, tools to move them forward. Okay, so what does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay, being able to do the work. Okay, you have to be willing to put the work into place. Okay, let's continue to go forward. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Blessed. To be able to give blessings. Okay? To understand one is blessed, to understand the wisdom, and to give those blessings to others. Okay? The blessings of light, the blessings of wisdom, the blessings of knowing, the blessings of the path. Blessings of the way through. Okay, what does it take to hold the light for this planet? Okay, the energy, how to start that energy. Okay, energy in the light, then energy when it's, you know, awakened, like Kundalini, that flash point, that again, this is like representing Kundalini. You have to be able to directly connect others with that energy, and how to use it, how to move it forward for people. One has to have that staff. Okay? That flowering of that energy. I like this. The staff has got the flowering at the top, the flowering of that energy. And it's like I like this one. When that lightning bolt hits, it is like you know, everything just goes up. So you have to be able, again, to be able to give that energy, to be able to give ways for people to navigate it, because it's like the roto-rooter of consciousness. Kundalini is not something you play around with. It's like lightning. Very strong. Very, very strong. And again, you have to know what you're doing with it. What does it take to hold the light in place for this planet? Okay. Okay. We've got the Hangman. You're there, okay? You're hanging there. You're going nowhere, okay? Kind of like the Hangman, okay? But you're there to give the wisdom. I like this Hangman. He happens to have the snake coiling around. Again, it's like, you have Kundalini, which starts and it circles up through, okay? But in some ways, one is like the hangman. They're there to do their duty, One is there, it's not in ego type of motion. It's one that has, what's the word I want to say, that surrendered into that light. Okay? One has to be there to make themselves available. Okay? Hanging around to make yourself available for that. Yeah. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay. Have to be able to make it a clean sweep. Clean sweep. It means to get rid of all the erroneous ideas. Okay. It already has to have been made a clean sweep. You no longer have erroneous. You're no longer in Maya. You are now in moksha, liberation, realization. Okay. You have made a clean sweep of consciousness. Okay. What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Okay. Sacred union. The partnership. Okay. Now, in this partnership, it's not a partnership of sex. This is also a romance, but this is indicating that sacred union of realization that there is simply that singular is. Okay? When one has done the path, that has to be your whole focus, okay? To find that sacred union, to want God more than you want anything else in your life. For the ones that have made this journey, they have taken the time to be the hermit, to forego regular romance and things, to enter that sacredness with God, that type of that love, that devotion, that, what do you say? It's a sacrifice, but it's not a sacrifice. One dies before that death and then becomes one with, okay, as a singular essence. And again, one understands how to give that sacred union, how to teach people that are in this planetary mix, how to make their unions more sacred, how to bring light into their relationship, how to take it to a higher level, okay? What does it take to hold the light for the planet? Oop. Okay. Awaken. One has to be able to beat the drum to awaken others, to be in a place to awaken others, to take the time to awaken others. Okay. And the other partnership, sacred union, that I want to speak of is that union when Kundalini awakens and one is in that relationship with that sacred divine motion, okay, which Kali represents. Kali represents this internal motion of energy, okay? So that is also the other sacred union that has to take place, that awakening of Kundalini, that awakening of that spiritual energy, that awakening and union and partnership of working together with it to allow it to move through you, to bring forth that reality, to dispel the illusion, to dispel the negative ideas that one has about who and what they are, to move them forward into expanded consciousness, okay, to oneness and way beyond oneness. You know, people talk about oneness, and you have that first opening and blossoming, which comes early in the path, where you go into God realization, where you see whatever form of God that is that you are wanting to be attached to, whether it's Krishna or whether it's Jesus, or it doesn't matter which one you see, which one you are seeing as your symbol, as your holding point. When that awakens, you will see that in everyone, okay? And it will be very blissful. It will be a very, very blissful time, and people think they're ended at that point. They've only just begun. This is only the first awareness of what it is to have that expansion, okay? That expanded consciousness. There is so much further to go. Don't stop then. You've only just begun to open the door. There's so much further to go other than that, okay? So here we have the reading, what it takes, okay? You have to be able to awaken others, awaken their Kundalini, okay? Again, like the hangman, teach them how to hang through it as the Kundalini is going through. Because they have to sit there, and when you're going through Kundalini, you have to be observant of it, okay? You have to sit back and watch and observe and learn, and to sit there and to see what is valid, what is not valid. It brings up all of these things in consciousness for you to access and look at, to see what's real and what's not real, okay? So one becomes like the hangman as Kundalini is moving through the levels and layers of consciousness. It's not about chakras and colors and this and that, you know? The chakras are representative of layers and levels of consciousness, different types of consciousness. The first level is fight or flight, okay? The next is sexuality. So you go through all those levels and layers of consciousness, okay? We're only to the first and second now. The planetary is going through the first and second chakras, or layers and levels of consciousness. This is why all the sex drama is coming out. Why all these things are being revealed, of how it has been misused and abused. The male energy has been misused and abused, okay? This is why all the division. This is why they're bringing up all this fighting, one from another, trying to pit one against the other. Survival, us against them. Understand, this is first and second levels and layers of consciousness only. We are just beginning the journey, people. Okay? You want to know the genuine, where we're at in the event? This is the very beginning, and people need to understand and get a hold so you can get this energy. So you have this way and light to see which way this energy needs to go. The vanguard, be willing to be out there as a vanguard to put this energy forth. Understand, this is a blessing that's being given to understand, but there is work to be done. There is work to be done. Okay? Can't just sit here and contemplate and, oh, well, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. No, you have to be able to take the net, go out, catch what needs to be caught, get rid of the masks on the head. Okay? Understand it's a sacred union when Kundalini awakens. It's a sacred union, and it's there to sweep clean the consciousness. but it is an internal journey, the mystic's journey. You have to do it by yourself and be ready for transformation. Be ready to move. Be ready to make adjustments in your financial, your material realms, okay, to go forward, okay? There is light that's given, there is wisdom that's given along the way to aid you make your thing, but you have to, again, also be vigilant. It's not only the light holder of planetary consciousness that's vigilant, you also have to be vigilant in your journey and take the flight, okay? Be willing to commence, be willing to go forward, beginning to start it. So many people want to sit in their armchairs and they read a book and they think they're making progress, okay? They haven't even begun. You need to begin in earnest. Understand the abundance, the things that are being offered and given, and respect your leadership that's there, because they are here to give you the start and the end to your journey, okay? They're giving you the best they can give you. They're giving you the strength, the wisdom. They're bringing this knowledge, the knowledge of lifetimes and lifetimes of wisdom that they have gained, how to go beyond this ego drama that's being done, okay? We're birthing the new planetary awareness for people so they get beyond their humdrum size so they can love their existence, okay? Understand again that lover, that God essence is inside your own being in the temple that is within your heart center, alive and well daily, and wherever you stand is holy ground, okay? So I hope you're not too disappointed that I was not doing gossip morning. And really, sincerely, I wish that people would come with, you know, a little more questions in depth for your own journeys. When I do readings for people, it's not a reading of, oh, you're going to make money, you're going to be psychic, you're going to find this lover, you're going to, it's not that type of reading. When I do readings, it's for benefit to move you forward in your life. Something that you need to hear that can aid you to move forward in your journey. Okay? That's the type of readings that come from Tarot when I do them for people. Okay? How to move forward in your life to benefit you. It's not about material realm, boyfriends, you're going to get a letter, you're going to win a lottery. It's not on that level at all. So please, before you ask for a reading, understand I'm not looking into your limited love life, etc. Okay, that's not the way it happens. Again, it happens what you need to hear to move you forward in your journey that could help to sustain you, or things you need to look at maybe changing. That's what comes up in this type of reading. Okay, namaste, have a great morning. Oh, this was a very long one. So I don't know how many people are actually going to hang through the whole thing, but we'll see. Namaste, have a great day.